Hello dear friend, I am Ramnath Andare. Today we discuss about the principle of classification and in the topic systematic part first. Before initiate the today's lecture, we just review of the previous lecture and then going to discuss about today's lecture. In last lecture, we discuss about level of taxonomy, in that alpha level of taxonomy, beta level of taxonomy, and the gamma level of taxonomy. Then we also discuss about the key used in taxonomy, about 6 to 7 different type of keys we discussed in the last lecture. Dichotomous keys, then indented keys, circular keys. These are the different keys we discussed in the last lecture. Then type of taxonomy. We also discussed the two major type of taxonomy. There is a micro taxonomy and the macro taxonomy. And again macro taxonomy is differentiated into the different type of macro taxonomy. And then we also discuss the significance of taxonomy. Okay, now we go to the what are the today's learning objective of today's session. Today's session we discuss about very first the definition of systematics, then introduction of systematics, and Linnean system of classification are well known 6 level of classification. Very first we go through the or understand that what is the difference between the taxonomy and systematics. The taxonomy is in last part we discussed about taxonomy. There is 3 parameter. There is a classification, identification, and naming of organism. This is known as taxonomy. And in that there is very basic information is know that there is a taxonomy is include the classification and namings of organism. And systematics, the systematic is the determine the evolutionary relationships. These are the two words are interchangeable in the taxonomy or animal diversity. We just go to the what is the definition, actual definition of the systematics. According to Carl Linnaeus, the Carl Linnaeus given the different ideology of systematic classification. He developed by the naturalist mechanisms of the classification. But in that, the systematics, according to the Simpsons, the systematic is the branch of biology which deals with the study of variety of organisms of past and present with relationship among them is known as the systematics. Here two pictures in front of you. The left side panels we see the one picture. There is a different beetles they are found in this picture and they are unorganized. And right side panel we see that there is a picture is there of the beetles, but they are well arranged or well organized, and simply there is give the idea about what is the systematic. Systematic is a specially arrangement and relationship between the organisms. Then we go through the introduction of systematics. We go through the review of literature of systematics and we get the some knowledge about the systematics of human civilization and some knowledge we developed the organism. The literature says that the two scientists or two naturalists, that is the Vedas and Upanishads, they very basic information give us the clue of classification. There is clue, give the very basic clue or knowledge about the technical information about the earlier classification. Then the Charak and Sushitra, they give the information about the different organism related to knowledge of diversity of organism and utilization of organism in Ayurvedic properties. Then Prasara, they also the another scientist that described the plant life. In last lecture we also discussed about Aristotle is the first man that planned to the classify the organism, and he prepared the plan of classification. Carl Linnaeus is a well-known naturalist, and he invented the very proper or very well organized systems. This is a binomial system of classification. Then Lamarck is one of the scientists, and he put forward the one basic information or basic ideology of natural classification. Darwin is another man, also did the basic, given the basic concept or science as the origin of species. Huxley is another man, did the work in animal diversity, and he did the work as modified the older idea of classical systematics and put further new things in the classification. Then what are the characteristics of the systematics? The first things, the systematics were they give the idea the diversity of organism, how much the diversity of organism in the environment. Then we know or we get the idea about diversity of organism. Then ultimately the next question how they are classified, and this is a give the sense of classification in the systematics. The systematic classification arrayed there is a classification is arranged in the proper manner of organism. They already give the idea to or enlighten the evolutionary patterns of the organisms. Then systematic also analyze the scientific basis of classification. This is a very important parameter to systematics. Systematics also give the idea or information to deterioration of environment. It also expansion of anthropological activity and impact of this activity on environment. It initiate the naming of organism. Naming of organism is come ultimately the arrangement is very properly managed. Then the next parameters we discuss in the today's lecture are like the types of systems of classification. The system of classification is basically three types. The first one is the artificial system of classification, natural system of classification, and third one the phylogenetic system of classification. We discuss about one by one. The first, the artificial system of classification. This system is put forward by the one man. This is a Pilani, and this Pilani is the first century of anti-Romans. He put forward the idea about the artificial classification. In that classification, in his classification, the animal classified on the basis of the very first parameter they followed. There is the presence or absence of being. It depends on the one or few character. This system of artificial system of classification is based on the single criteria. Here, the right side panel we see the one picture, and in that picture we give the or we get the idea about the animal classification. The lower strata we observe that these are the all animal are the wings animal. Where animal found the wings, and the upper strata of animal there is absent of the wings. This is the major things. The artificial classification is carried by the Pilani on the basis of the presence or the absence of wings. Then this Pilani also not classified only the animals, but he also the classified the plants also. In that plant classification, he think about habitat of plants. It may be this plant is classified on the basis of habitat. Some are the herbs, some are the shrubs, so some are the climber, some are the trees, On the basis of their plant are classified, and in that classification the Linnaeus is adapted the some plant classification on the basis of the flower character, numbers, and arrangement of the flower parameters like stamens, flower parts are like stamens and the carpels. The next type of system, this is a natural system of classification. In this systems we use the many character of classification. It indicates the natural relationships and similarity of classification of organism. It resembles the common ancestor. The Benthams and Hooker's the first time put forward the natural system of classification of plants, but natural system of classification of zoologists and botanists have the different opinion. Then third part of the system of classification, this is a phylogenetic system of classification. In that the evolutionary and genetic relationship is very important. They give the idea about evolutionary and genetic relationships. This system trace out the ancestor of organism, and the combination of natural and the phylogenetic evidences is come across in the phylogenetic system of classification. Again, here is Engler and et al. They put forward this phylogenetic type of classification is first adapted the system for the plants. Then next parameter, this is the importance of systematics. What are the important? What are the application or significant part of systematics? The first, the systematics provide the better understanding of different organism diversity. It also determine the place of organism. It give the information interrelationship of organism. The systematics brought the evolutionary problems of forefront and also solve it. It also give the idea about origin of organism and evolution. It provide the adaptation of animals in the environment. Then we also go through the next parameter, next part. This is a Linnaean system of classification or well known 6 level of classification. In that the first level is phylum, then class, then order, family, genus and species. These are the 6 level of classification. Then we go to the detail one by one. First one, there is kingdom. Kingdom is the highest taxonomic category in taxonomic hierarchy. For example, in animal, that is animal belong to kingdom Animalia, plant belong to kingdom Plantae. Then phylums. Phylum is again subgroup or precisely manner of kingdoms. These phylums are three category. There is superphylum, then phylum and subphylum. These are the singular one, and the plurals, this is the phylum. For example, all unicellular animal put in the one phylum, this is known as a phylum Protozoa. Then class, it is a again subdivision of or subgroup of phylums. This is again three category, the supraclass, class and infraclass. For example, the phylum Protozoa is divided into the 4 classes which are there. The first class is the Mastigophora. This is example is Euglena. The second class of Protozoa, it is a Rhizopoda. Example is Amoeba. The third class, there is Sporozoa. Example is Plasmodium. And fourth class of protozoa, it is ciliata. Example is Paramecium. Then next category or next classification level, it is a subdivision of class. Lineal system there is a again these three categories, the supraorder, order and infraorder. For example, the honeybee is belong to the order Hemiptera. Family, the sub it is a subdivision of order. Again three categories, superfamily, family and subfamily. For example, mosquito is belong to the family Culidae genus. It is the subdivision of family. For example, Apis is a genus of honeybee, and sometimes genus may consist of only one existing species. Species, it is the smallest unit of taxonomy. Species is a specific name under the scientific nomenclature. Species concept is varied, which is the species concept learn in the detail in the next lecture. Here the one flow chart we are observe there is animal. The animal is belong to the kingdom Animalia. The animal is divided into the two category, the unicellular animal and the multicellular animal. The unicellular animal is belong to the phylum Protozoa. Then again unicellular animal is divided into the some parameter as those animal include cilia and some animal using the pseudopodia. This is locomotor organ. Those animals have the cilia. This belong to the class of phylum Protozoa. This is a ciliate. This is a how they are classified the animal. This is a very basic information given by the this flowchart. Okay, thank you. Today we discuss about very basic information about definition of systematics, then characteristics of systematics, importance of systematics, and 6 level of classification. Okay, thank you. Visit again to this lecture and thank you.